up, YouTube? Topaz Jace back for another requested review, and this one is to 220 Painted Pictures. And overall, this project isn't all that bad, man. You definitely showcase some of the talent that you have, especially in the lyrical realm here, man. It's just overall, as an individual, you have a lot of work to do in order for you to bring yourself up to the quality level that is demanded upon good MCs that's out here. Now, overall, this whole Painting Pictures project is all about you leaving your mark as you are inspiring people in order to go out and do and be themselves and find their own success, in which I definitely enjoy that concept, but yet it kind of gets redundant after a while, and let me tell you why. I mean, let's look at some of your better songs within this project, like that Hell Yeah, where that was pretty interesting because it's showing us the whole direction in which you were taking that. You are obviously a wrestling fan, and I'm not even mad at it, as on this song you're taking the whole Stone Cold "Oh Hell Yeah" where he would chant out to the crowd and get people hyped, but yet you made a whole song about that being an inspiration. It's more motivational rap to get you amped up to go ahead out there and fight, to go ahead and find your own success. But that same concept is all throughout, like with that My Music Is My Life or that Touch the Moon. It's ultimately the same songs, just done a little bit differently each time. And the main thing I wanted to tell you about, man, is you became one of these rappers that's rapping about rapping. Do you understand how that can be a problem? See, the first problem with that, man, is that life is just way too rich. There's way too many things out here to speak about. And the second problem is that therefore makes rappers into your main audience of people that you want to listen to your stuff, because that's the lifestyle that they're living, man. And that is a huge problem because we all know rappers really don't support each other. They'll only listen to your stuff in order to get you to listen to theirs. Most rappers are going to just straight up hate on you, like, okay, your songs is alright, but mine's is really though, and people need to be listening to me more than I listen to you. Therefore, I'ma diss you because I need the recognition that you're getting. So it's ultimately more important for you to go out there and seek an audience. Find some people that are not being spoken for in this music industry, man, and actually speak for those people. See, that'll get you to a whole nother level of support, and then you can actually factor in a whole bunch of marketing in order to build yourself up as you go. But the great thing is you still got time in order to build that up, man, because right now your skill levels are just not where it needs to be in order for you to become a successful professional out there in the music game. See, the main things you definitely need to work on, man, is your lyrics, your flow, and your delivery. Now, your lyrics, as I alluded to, you are definitely pretty talented in it, man. You are definitely using your tools of metaphors when you're doing a whole bunch of wrestling metaphors to express what you're talking about. Your vocab is actually rather strong as well, man. And your wordplay is pretty decent. I mean, you could definitely improve upon all of this stuff, but yet you're using all of your tools that you have. It's just going to take more time. You just got to continue to use them. You got to continue to work at it. Continue to write something every day, man, and go out of your way to try to include these tools, because the more and more you get better at them, the more potent your punchlines will become, because right now your punchlines aren't that potent. Yet the main reason why your punchlines aren't that potent is because of your flow, man. Because what you're ultimately doing here is you're trying to explain everything that you're trying to say so specifically that you're throwing yourself off on your flow. Now, the way that I explain flow and delivery and all of that, man, to separate them is like who, what, when, where, how. Flow is more when. When are you using these rhymes that you've written down, and when are you putting them on the beat that you got? Now, there's multiple ways to go about it, but you are ultimately throwing yourself off because you're putting more emphasis on what you're saying. And don't get me wrong, it's always important to say something. It's always important to be lyrical, but yet you're undermining your whole scheme. See, you got to understand the people. The people are not stupid. If they are interested in what you are actually talking about, then they will find a way to understand what you are talking about. And this is how slang catches on within our community, because not everybody's going to understand what people are talking about, but yet when something sounds hot and people actually want to know what it is, they will research and find somebody who knows what they're talking about, or actually figure it out based on the context in which you use it. So it's really not about explaining everything that you're saying, it's more about saying it so dope that people will want to figure out what it means. And let me tell you the moment that I've realized this in my own personal life, because I used to write rhymes with a whole bunch of people, but one of my homies was really talented, and I really wanted to figure out what he was doing in order for him to become as good as he was. So I sat down and I watched him write this song. This is what he once wrote. Y'all niggas want drama, then I'm gonna be the one that's gonna bring this drama to you. These shots that I'm shooting at you gonna be going through you. Trust me, these shots will do more than bruise you. You got me tripping out this motherfucker, cause all of you hating on me done got me mad. Y'all oughta be glad I'm rapping, cause fuck y'all bitch niggas. And which if you put that on a beat, that's just overall gonna come out whack, but yet he's explaining everything that he wants to say, but then he went back and started Xing out words that really wasn't needed there. And he did it so much that the ending product sounded like this. Y'all niggas want drama? I'ma be the one to give it to ya. I might give something to ya. Shots will do more than bruise ya. Got me tripping up out this bitch, my niggas haters and got me mad. Y'all oughta be glad I'm rapping, nigga. Fuck y'all bitch ass. Real talk, man, my homie was sick at one point in time, dude. But the last thing you definitely need to work on, my brother, is your delivery, in which this is ultimately you just saying it the way it needs to be said. This is you expressing yourself, man, making other people believe in what you're saying. Like, you got to believe it before anybody else can believe it. And the way you do that is first you memorize your lyrics all the way back and forth so that you know them. You can just go in the booth and spit them in one take so you can focus on saying them the right way. And then you can go in and experiment, man. You can go in and slang some words you normally wouldn't slang. You can say things a different way than you normally wouldn't say in order to see if you can get it to be catchy. But overall, man, this project shows that you got some potential, but yet you got a whole lot of work to do. And the way you do this, man, is you gotta just stick to the basics, man. Write some rhymes every day, man. Experiment, try to get better. But definitely a project I recommend people to go ahead and peep out. The link to it is in the description below, man. And definitely send them some feedback as well, man. Definitely keep pushing. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there. And you can go to downloadpads.com, that's down there, to read today's article.